Hello and welcome. You're watching Medically Speaking. I'm Meenakshi Preti. With me, Dr. Anupuma. She's the president of the American Association of Physicians. She's a person, of course, of Indian origin. Thank you, ma'am, first of all, for joining us. Right now, of course, all the discussions around uh, health, medicine, obviously channeled to coronavirus, to the Omicron variant. We are seeing a large number of cases as far as America is concerned. The COVID cases, unfortunately, have continuously been going up. We are seeing Omicron cases also increasing, not just in India, but in the United States as well. Dr. Fauci, of course, the biggest name, in medicine as far as the US is concerned, says Omicron could be the dominant variant in the United States. What do you really make of that statement? And do you think it could have any impact in India? I asked this specifically because we've seen the same thing play out last year. Delta variant cases increasing in UK, US in December. And by April, we had a second wave, a huge number of cases of Delta variants, which were detected in India as well. What is your reading of what's happening in America? And what would you say would be the implication for India, ma'am?
Thank you, Meenakshi. Excellent questions, and let us discuss on these. And I'm Dr. Anupuma Gotimukula, President of American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin. And yes, Omicron is the next variant which are seeing. It's mentioned as a variant of concern, because it started in South Africa and the cases were doubling up. So there was a little scared that this virus is going to cause another big devastation in all around the world. So the Omicron is already out now, so we can't stop it now. It's spreading rapidly. It's 2 to 3 times as fast as it can spread like the Delta wave. But the good thing is it's a milder variant, so the deaths are very low. Like if you look at South Africa, like the death rate is very, very low, and it's mostly affecting the younger population and mostly the unvaccinated. So the catch is vaccination. So if we have vaccination, then we are more protected. So even if you get the symptoms, it's only going to be mild cold-like symptoms, but it's not going to cause death. In United States, there's only 1 death so far. The number of cases is close to 3%. So it's very low right now, but the cases will go up sooner because it's a winter time on the Western world. Yeah. The good thing is in the Western side, in United States, 61% are double vaccinated, and 55 million people have received the booster dose. So that's the good thing. What we see in United States, we are way ahead of the game, but still 40% are still not vaccinated. So the lesson learned from previous 2 waves, Alpha and Delta, is like the unvaccinated are the ones who are going to get this COVID. The new variant now, but this variant is little milder one. So I don't think we will see deaths like what we saw with the Delta and Alpha. In United States, correct, still the Delta is it's on rise. Actually, the Delta also is on rise right now. Like if you see in the Midwest states, it is very high right now. The hospitalizations are mostly because of the Delta, not Omicron yet. So hopefully we will control this, the third variant sooner than we don't want it to be another third wave or fourth wave, whatever we call. So hopefully we, from the previous 2 waves, we learn something out of this. Yeah.
Well, that's what the world is really hoping for, ma'am. But you spoke of 2 aspects. One, of vaccination, and second, of the booster doses. As far as vaccination is concerned, what do we know about this new variant's ability to escape the immunity provided by vaccines, considering that a large number of population which has already been double jabbed has found to be infected with the new variant?
Correct. Yeah. So no one is immune to any no vaccine says like 100% it will protect. The 2 doses what we got from Pfizer and Moderna, they were protective almost 90% with the Delta one, but now this virus variant is 70% of them are protective. Still, it's good. So 70% protection is still good. So the third booster dose, we don't have that much data yet, but still what we have seen right now, very few cases, but the ones who got the booster dose are not getting this new variant. So which is a good news that booster dose is definitely needed for everyone.
So you speak of booster dose, ma'am, and I ask you this specifically because in India, I'm sure as you're aware, there is a huge debate raging around the booster doses. The Indian government has decided to align itself with the World Health Organization. They say we're going to double jab everyone first and booster dose only after that. It doesn't look very likely that booster doses are going to come in India very soon. What would you like to say in this scenario? What do you think is the importance and significance of giving booster doses when it comes to curbing the number of cases, considering, of course, the vaccination drive started in India in Jan. We are reaching almost 12 months since people started getting vaccinated. Would you say immunity actually wanes a few months post immunization?
Right. Yeah. So the vaccine wanes off in 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months. So it's better to get another dose in 6 to 8 months time. So if someone got one dose vaccine, I think the second dose should be given within that 6 months time. If someone got two doses, I think they should be getting the third dose in the 6 months frame. So it's the 6 months is the number what the CDC and our health authorities are saying that the antibodies are dropping. It's better to get the booster dose. I understand India is still behind in the vaccination rate compared to United States because it's a lot of local reasons, whatever. But I think India is on top right now. We truly appreciate the rate India is giving vaccinations in the hundreds and crores of people daily. So that's a good sign that, and also every village and every hospital, every workplace should be given mandatorily vaccine. That should be mandated. So that way we protect. So one dose is better than nothing. So especially the younger crowd are the ones who are being affected, but deaths are very low, which is a good thing with this variant. Still, if you want 100% protection, I think everyone should be vaccinated. But right now, if we are behind the vaccines in the country, supply is low, then I think the most important thing for us to do is to wear the mask. Mask is definitely protecting.
As when you say mask is, of course, a vaccine in your pocket. But, ma'am, since we're speaking about booster doses, there is another debate which is raging. That debate is basically, do we need booster doses or do we need an upgraded vaccine? Now, in America also, the first 40 cases, if I'm correct, which had come out, people who had got Omicron, 30% had already got booster doses. Would you say the boosters are sufficient in providing us the requisite immunity against Omicron variant? Or is there a need to upgrade the existing vaccines? Because we are seeing these new mutations, and unfortunately, but most likely, we will see more mutation in the coming months and years, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So booster is definitely protective. That's what our CDC is recommending. And they are not recommending any the variant, manufacturing the vaccine related to the variant, because the current vaccines are definitely protective. They're not going to change the vaccine, upgrade the vaccine, what you said, to Omicron, because the current vaccines are definitely protecting. Because if you see the country Israel, they almost all of them got the booster doses in that country, and Omicron is at its lowest. Versus the countries which did not have vaccine, Omicron is doubling up. Every 2 to 3 days, it's doubling up. So we learn is unvaccinated are the countries which will have the highest rate of this Omicron. And those who are vaccinated, those are the ones which will be doing better with this variant.
Right. And, ma'am, since you're advocating for booster doses, which many in India, including myself, of course, are very eagerly awaiting for, the World Health Organization has a completely different take on the matter. You rightly said that countries where you have a large number of unvaccinated population are the ones at risk. For example, South Africa, African countries, poorer countries, you have high rate of HIV, which could, of course, mean further or perhaps uglier mutations. The World Health Organization says that many countries are acting selfishly. They're giving booster doses to their citizens. Perhaps they should first maybe donate more doses. Let's all get together and try to get the world vaccinated first. Let everyone get double jab, booster next. What would you say about it? Practically, can WHO statement or their guideline be implemented?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yes, as a global, this is a global pandemic, right? So those who did not get the vaccine or their poor countries, so United States is helping to send vaccines to them. There's surplus of vaccine in United States. So United States is on its Biden's government. Yes, definitely they are helping to send vaccines to those countries in Africa, sending the vaccine so that everyone will get at least a dose of vaccine. So United States is on top of it. Yes, definitely.
All right. The World Health Organization, of course, would want every country to do a little more, but fair enough. As far as boosters are concerned, it's a raging debate in India as well, ma'am. But this is festive season. You have Christmas, you have New Year around the corner. There are a large number of Indians who are watching you on an Indian broadcast. Any message you'd like to give the people, considering we have a new variant? Alarm bells have rung, but certainly festivities around the corner. Any message for people?
Right. Yes, we have seen first wave. We have seen the second wave. This is a third wave coming up. I think we need to be very alert and be cautious. Wear the mask. This is what I will suggest. The first thing is wear the mask when you go out into the public. Mask is definitely protective. Second thing, if you are not vaccinated, please get the vaccine. Do not wait for you to get the COVID. And then later, think about those people who died of COVID. More than 5 million died of COVID with the first or second waves. In United States, 800,000 people died. Remember those souls who lost their lives because of COVID. You don't want to be that. So that's why we should follow what WHO is saying, what CDC is saying. These are experts. We need to listen to the experts. So let's get vaccinated. That's our message to the community. We should have everyone get the vaccine if it is right there available for you. If it is not available, then wear the mask. These are the two weapons for this COVID, to fight the COVID. Wear the mask, get the vaccine.
Wear mask, get vaccinated. Of course, that's the message coming in. Ma'am, last question before I let you go. We know, of course, vaccines like Sinovac and, of course, even Covaxin, which has been given in India, they're using the same formula of the dead virus. Many say it's not really enough to protect us against, forget Omicron, even the Delta variant, which was much more deadlier. Any message, since you've given a message for the people, for the government of India, since in United States where you are, booster doses have started, most adults have got booster doses. And in India, we have the Serum Institute, which is saying that they have an excess of vials and doses. They're going to cut down production. Perhaps, would you agree with this line of thought, or would you disagree? What's your point of view on those who advocate giving booster doses to those at least who can afford start booster doses for the comorbid, for the elderly? What's your take on the same for India?
I agree with that. All healthcare workers and the ages which are at high risk, I think they should get the vaccine, booster dose, second dose, or first dose. I think vaccine is needed. This is the message we want to give to everyone. So get the vaccine. Even India, what you have right now is you have to get that vaccine. It is definitely protected.
All right, vaccines available, boosters not yet, but we hope that
it's not
sooner than
yet.
Later. It's not yet. Hopefully, sooner than later, it will be allowed, and it will be, of course, available for at least the comorbid and the elderly. As of now, thank you, ma'am, for joining us on the broadcast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.